Mr. Englander, I have a few members that are on the queue. I'd like to have them speak at this time. But what I do want to say is, Commander Chief to be, you've always been an honorable man and a class act, and you never gain an ounce of weight. So you're a good skinny cop, and we're gonna miss you. And also, Mr. Englander did a wisecrack about 2 years without a sick day. I want you to call us 2 years from now after working in Green Bay to see if you were able to keep that alive. So with that said, I'd like to defer to our senior lead officer, Joe Buscaino.
Thank you, Mr. President. And thank you, Mr. for bringing Andy in. Is there any Parmesan cheese in that basket? I want to make sure that. But Commander Smith, this opportunity here to recognize your love and your commitment to the city and the police department. We want to thank you for your dedication. And, you know, one of our core values in the police department is respect for people, and you embodied that. And it's evident with the people that served under your leadership who are present. I know Sarah Faden's here as well, one of my partners who actually worked under you as well. Everyone just loved working for you. You were fair, you were consistent, you were honest, and my first meeting with you was when I worked for the community policing unit, and we were trying to put together and build stronger relationships between teenagers and the police department. We put together the LAPD fair in front of the San Pedro Boys and Girls Club. You were at the harbor area at the time, and we had this huge rock climbing wall, and you strapped on, you went up that you climbed that rock climbing wall with kids, and they loved you. And that's what you showed. You showed the heart behind the badge throughout your career at all levels. So we thank you for your service. We're going to miss you. And you do, we always think about you when we see Fire Marshal Bill, if you've seen that skit. That was all you, Andy. But, you know, our loss is Green Bay is gain, so we're going to miss you, and we love you. God bless you, you and your family, and thank you for your service to this city and to this police department.
Mr. Cedillo.
Andy, say it's not true. Like Mr. Englander, I recall quite vividly the first night we met. It was a Friday evening. I was living downtown, and I went for a run, got dressed, put my jeans on, put a T-shirt on, went over to eat at this place called Pete's. And I sat outside, and I was introduced to you and your partner. And you and your partner were sitting there wearing some khakis and a Hawaiian shirt and a polo shirt, and we had a hamburger. I had no idea what you did, and we spent about 2 hours talking about homelessness and about the challenges that were confronting downtown at the time. And so we sat there and we just talked about, you know, what a better world would look like and what were the things that could be done. Somewhere along the end of 2 hours, you introduced yourself as being a member of the LAPD, and it was from there that we put together half a dozen proposals that ended up being a legislative package that we used at that time. In fact, one of the first enhancements to use against those who prey upon the homeless in downtown selling drugs. And so that was our first introduction. You've been a great friend since then. You are a consummate police officer. You're a consummate leader. You're a man of incredible influence, and it really is Green Bay's gain, and we're going to miss you, and I'm going to miss you. Because you've been such a great friend since that first night I met you. So God bless and Godspeed.
Mr. Englander.
I would, the man who always has choice words, I'd like to call up our commanding officer, our new chief of Green Bay, Andy Smith.
Thank you very much. Well, thank you all very, very much for this recognition, and a little bit more of a roast than I was expecting, actually. Thank you. Thank you. I think I was set up. It's interesting that Councilmember Cedillo brought up Pete's Cafe, because that's exactly where I met my wife, Susan, about 6 or 8 years ago. I don't remember exactly the day. But we did meet at Pete's Cafe. I guess I hung
Yeah,
around
you're
there more than
roasting
I thought I did.
yourself now.
First mistake.
Yes. But anyway, I just wanted to say thank you, and it's great to have the opportunity to address you. And I really appreciate, on behalf of the police department, all the support that you've given to not just me personally, but the police department itself over all these years. It's been wonderful working here in Los Angeles. From the day I started in 1988 as a recruit and got to walk in the footbeats in the different neighborhoods over in Wilshire Division and over in the Beverly Center until my last day, which is the last day is today. I'll be wearing this particular blue uniform. I'm switching. By the way, Green Bay's blue uniforms are exactly the same color as these blue uniforms. So they actually took it's in their manual that is LAPD blue. This is the LAPD blue color. And across the country, a lot of other agencies wear this exact uniform and this exact color. But I just wanted to say thanks. And I also want to take a moment to thank the Chief of Police, Chief Charlie Beck, for his leadership, and especially for the leadership team that he's assembled. You know, he's assembled the top quality people on this department. And I think you should all know that you can rest comfortably at night knowing that the Los Angeles Police Department is full of hardworking, constitutional, considerate, gentle, good people. And they're out there doing good work every night. And a lot of times we don't get to see that. And these are tough times for police agencies across the country. But here in Los Angeles, you can rest assured, and I hope you sleep well at night, as I did, knowing that your communities are being policed and being cared for by an incredible group of men and women who are out there every day putting themselves at risk on many different levels, but doing the right thing for the community for the right reasons. So I hope you can sleep a little bit more easily at night. As I moved to Green Bay, one of the biggest questions is why Green Bay, Wisconsin? I'm from back there. I don't know if I can still have a little bit of an accent, but I grew up about 100 miles north of Green Bay. And for a little kid growing up in a little town in Michigan, Green Bay was the big city. We get to go there twice a year and go grocery shopping and buy new clothes for school. And imagine coming to Los Angeles and being a part of this wonderful city here. So I just want to say, on behalf of my wife Susan and I, who's been there with me for the past half of it or so, it's been a wonderful experience. Or so. I'll look up the dates when I get home. I'll get it all down.
You're digging a hole.
It's been really fantastic. It's been great working for, and it's been really an honor representing the Los Angeles Police Department in the media and speaking to community groups and representing the hardworking men and women, Chief Charlie Beck and the leadership team that you've assembled here. So on behalf of that, I will step off the stage and into the city of Green Bay, and I'll wish you all well, and I hope I see you at a Packers game. Come and knock on the booth where I'm at, and I'll take you down on the field, and we'll go say hi to Aaron Rodgers or something. Thank you all very much.
Good luck to you.
Chief.
Good luck to you.
I've got one more quick thing I need officially. Come here. You just need to repeat after me. November 1st, 2007 is the day that I met my wife.
Is the day that I met my wife. I have it on my calendar, I know. Thank you very much.
Again, congratulations and good luck. Ms. Martinez, as they exit, you may want to walk towards the center aisle.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Good morning, colleagues. Colleagues, today we recognize Human Trafficking Awareness Month here in the city of Los Angeles. Pimps target young women from some of our poorest neighborhoods and manipulate them into thinking that their only worth is their ability to make them money. In my district, we see young girls being trafficked every day. In fact, the average age of entrance into prostitution is between the ages of 12 and 14 years of age. Over 50% of trafficked women in this country are runaway youth. To help save some of these girls from being victimized and continue to be victims, we've created a Valley Bureau Human Trafficking Task Force focusing on the Sepulveda and Lancashire corridors in the San Fernando Valley. In the Valley, we have begun to target gang members and the criminal enterprise behind pimping out some of these girls. We've also targeted Johns, letting them know that our girls are not for sale. One of our partners is Journey Out. This group helps the victims of human trafficking. Journey Out provides women with resources. Journey Out was created in 1980 to provide a safe place to discuss all issues related to living a life of abuse, violence, and poverty. Journey Out also focuses on a common challenge and ways to move forward from the experiences that they've lived and thrive. Journey Out offers many services that include case management, referrals, survivor mentorship, peer-to-peer support and counseling, individual and crisis counseling, GED tutoring, HIV testing and education, medical, vocation services, and other basic needs like food, clothes, and hygiene products. Today we have a board member from Journey Out, Erickson Elbrick, and Executive Director, Dr. Stephanie Powell, representing their wonderful organization. And I'd like to introduce Stephanie to say a few words. She's an incredible Executive Director, and I'm very proud to call her my friend. She has spent 30 years with LAPD as a retired, and she retired as a Vice Sergeant in October of 2013. Dr. Powell uses her considerable skills and insight to educate the community about the complex and often misunderstood world of sex trafficking and creates a positive change in the victims that she serves. Members, please help me welcome Dr. Stephanie Powell from the Journeys Out Executive Director.
Doctor, welcome.
Thank you very much, and good morning. From doing my 30 years with the Los Angeles Police Department and running a vice unit in the Valley, it was then that I noticed that it was not an issue that needed to be arrested away, that resources were needed. So interesting enough, the organization that I now lead, I actually used as a resource. Three programs that were not mentioned today that I would like to mention is the fact that we have an empowerment group. We also have a diversion program. And that diversion program is sanctioned by the city attorney's office. When a woman is arrested, she will go through our diversion program, and once it's completed, that particular case will be dismissed. Also, we have a good working relationship with the Los Angeles Police Department, in which we actually go out on task forces with them to be able to provide immediate services. We also do this with Long Beach PD as well as Los Angeles Sheriff's Department. I have to say that I am so proud of law enforcement in terms of their victim-centered approach to this issue. With the toiletries that we are going to receive, we are going to use those in our drop-in center, as well as when our clients come in and we're doing intake for the first time. Many of our clients are actually homeless. They have no permanent address because they're going from motel to motel. The pimps don't allow them to, or the pimps control their behavior in terms of their eating as well as sleeping. And so as a result, that is why we have our drop-in center. It is our hope, too, that we will be able to open a drop-in center in South Central LA where it is much needed. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for all the great work that you do, Dr. Powell. Colleagues, in recognition of Human Trafficking Awareness Month, my office will be collecting toiletries. Things as shampoo and soap, toothbrushes and toothpaste, feminine products, deodorant, etc. are all welcome. This is to help the women that Journey Out assist. Please bring all the items to one of the boxes that will be located throughout City Hall and in my office as well. Gentlemen, I'm asking each and one of you to please contribute to this drive and donate as many items as you can so that Journey Out can put them to good use by helping other women and victims of human trafficking. And on behalf of the City of Los Angeles, I'd like to present Journey Out with this recognition for their outstanding work in helping victims rebuild their lives. Thank you very much for the wonderful work that you do.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so much.
Okay, Miss Martinez. Miss Martinez, first of all, I want to really want to thank you for all that you've done. And to Miss Martinez, you have really helped this council make this a very important issue. And I'm glad that it's starting to get the kind of recognition that it deserves, because there's so many people that don't really consider this a problem. When they think of prostitution, they do not think about somebody's 12-year-old daughter. And I think that you've led the charge, and that's why this council stands behind you. I will definitely participate. I'm going to challenge everybody on this council to come up with as many of the items that you requested. You should give us all a note or email that lists them again, and we can get Buscaino ginned up. There's no telling how much stuff we can collect. And with that said, before you present the award, but let me just say again, thank you. This is a critical issue. You've also helped us with our partnership with the county, and you should definitely be recognized for this.
Thank you very much, Mr.
And
President.
Doctor, we thank you. 30 years of service, and this is a very important issue. With that said, Mr. Harris Dawson wanted to say a word.
Thank you so much, Mr. President and members. I just want to stand and applaud you, Dr. Powell, and thank our colleague, Council Member Martinez, for being a leader on this issue, not just in the Valley and her district, but before I was on the City Council, I actually marched with Councilwoman Martinez on Western Boulevard, a street in my district that we need to take back and send the message that our children are not for sale. We've had a lot of talk about homelessness this past week as the city has released a report. One of the many things that gets overlooked often is that 1 in 8 homeless people are minors. And of those that are minors, estimates say that about 1 in 3 of them, within 2 weeks of being on the street, 1 in 3 girls begin to be trafficked, and it's a long time before they get out of that. And what doesn't get talked about is if there are not interventions, young people start getting trafficked at 12, and by 19 or 20, they're dead or very, very, very sick. And so we applaud your efforts. We want to get behind you 100%. Council District 8 will be there with as much as we possibly can. And we also want to be there and offer our support in getting a drop-in center in South LA as soon as we possibly can. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Come this way, pull back, drop it.
As Ms. Martinez and the doctor are leaving the center aisle, if I could now defer to Mr. Cedillo for your presentation.
And Mr. President, while Mr. Cedillo is coming, there's a request to continue item 2 to tomorrow, January 13th.
Okay, so without objection, that'll be the order. And quickly, don't we have a vote we could do?
Yes, Mr. President, we need to reconsider item 4, the ordinance, now that there are 15 members.
Okay, let's open the roll on reconsideration. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
15 ayes.
Now let's actually vote on the item. Let us open the roll, close the roll, and tabulate the vote.
15 ayes.
Okay, Mr. Cedillo.
Yeah, we are.
Ready, Mr. President?
Mr. Cedillo, the floor is yours, sir.
Yes, thank you. about, I don't know, 10 weeks ago, we were involved in one of our cleanups, and I had the privilege of meeting a remarkable group. You can look at them on YouTube. It's a group called the Sunburst Youth Challenge Academy, and they are sponsored by the Manasseh Corporation and A Chance for Children, and they are one of the most incredible groups working with at-risk youth that you will find anywhere in this nation. As you know, Mr. President, the challenges that face young men and women in our society, we were talking about that just a second ago, and we were talking about how difficult it is for many of them when they are growing up environments where they have to engage and confront gang youth. And many of them sometimes fall into some of the behaviors of those gang youth. This doesn't necessarily mean that we should discard them. This doesn't mean that they're going to live a life of gang activity. But they are challenged at those moments. And this program is special in that it is self-selected. The mission of the program is to reclaim the lives of youth, at-risk youth, who have fallen behind in their high school credits and who voluntarily, out of their own volition, out of their own will, out of their own commitment, decide that they want to change their lives. We have all seen this type of redemptive behavior in our lives. We are products of that behavior. And so the Academy is a 5.5 month long residential, live-in, military-style academy. And from there, they get a year of high school credits. They develop their leadership, their cooperative skills, their academic skills, and most importantly, you'll see an incredible growth in their self-esteem, pride, and confidence. These young men and women have chosen to do this, to change their lives around. And I just can't tell you how excited I am about what the prospects are for these young men and women. They work with the National Guard and with the LAPD, and in a minute, I'm going to ask them to do their chant because that's what really overwhelmed them. They were, as I said, partners with the are sponsored by the Manasseh Corporation and by A Chance for Children. So I want to ask Pam and Chris. Are you here?
I'm here.
Pam, come on up. No. Okay, you know what? Give me the order here, because I'm off track. You know me, brother.
You'll get right back on. You're that good, Mr. Cedillo.
I just started talking. No, here we go. I got an order here. So we're going to start. First, let me introduce before we hear from the young men and women. That's not on the schedule, but I'm going to ask for it anyway. Let's hear from Lieutenant Colonel Joel Armstrong, Director of Sunburst Academy. Where are you?
Right.
Come on up, brother.
Mr. President, council members, city staff, I want to thank you for the recognition today. Sunburst is part of the national program for the National Guard Youth Challenge program. We are located, there's 36 programs nationwide within 27 states, one in Puerto Rico and Washington, D.C. The whole program operates off of taking individuals that are at risk or high school dropouts, providing them the resources needed so they become autonomous tax-paying citizens. Because we have within our nation the urgency to get people educated, to become strategic leaders, the future leaders that we need throughout the nation. Moreover, we are able through our high school program through the Department of Orange County to give each and every one of our students, our cadets, the equivalency of a year's worth of credit in the 5.5 months of residency that they're there. Then we move on a year afterwards and we track our graduates for a year through a mentorship program to see how they are tracking. We are the highest rated at over 85% of our graduates continue to do what we've asked of them. They've either re-enrolled in school, they've earned their high school diploma, or they've attained a job. So our program does work. Moreover, I want to thank the leadership of the Los Angeles Police Department through the leadership of Chief Villegas, Commander Arcos, and where the rubber meets the road, Sergeant Adam Moore. And what they have done is absolutely amazing. They are bringing back the police department into the communities. We are giving back. We are letting our cadets realize that the organization is larger than themselves by interacting with their communities and with the Los Angeles Police Department. So, Mr. President and council members, I thank you very much. This is very much an honor that will be much appreciated for many years. Thank you so much.
Okay, Pam, come on up.
Thank you so much. Well, we love Sunburst Youth Academy, and working with LAPD has been great. Menasha, Chris can't be here today. He has to work, so I can go play with LAPD and Sunburst. But we really thank Councilman Busciano. We thank Commander Arcos, Commander Tingarides, who's back here, who really got us started in all this. We're so honored and blessed to work with everybody at LAPD and all we do, and also thank Chief Villegas, who's been amazing. So we'd love to invite you down. Councilman Busciano, I've been trying to get you down there for a tour for a while. You went? Without me?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, thank you so much.
Okay. Next, Ty Collins, A Chance for Children.
Tay Collins.
Tay.
I founded A Chance for Children almost 25 years ago. I started working in Boyle Heights with a homeless shelter there, and that inspired me to start a foundation. I've since been working all over the city with homeless inner city kids, partnered with the LAPD for over 20 years, and am honored to be a board member and part of Sunburst, sponsoring the kids for Sunburst Youth Academy. Our big motto is to see kids through from kindergarten to college, and we're now on our third generation of kids out of LA. That it's just remarkable, the success stories. But statistics prove, and everyone always says to us, if you don't get them by the time they're 14, 15, it's too late. And the thing that has most impressed me with Sunburst is that they are proving you get these kids 15, 16, it's not too late. It's never too late. These kids are amazing. They just need someone to believe in them, and they need a direction. So I'm just really honored to be a part of it. Thanks.
Thank you. Justin Makoff.
Thank you. Justine Makoff. I just want to say this program works. I encourage everybody here. I know Kern Price has been out on the streets with these kids. Many of you know what they already do. Please, please, please go take a tour, because it will change your life, and they can change your neighborhood. These kids come out and they show by example what kids in your neighborhood need to see to become successful. They prove by example. Please, I implore you, go take a tour. It will change your life.
Chief Villegas.
Thank you, Councilmember Cedillos, City Council members. It's a true honor and a privilege to be here today because I get an opportunity to recognize what I believe to be one of the most successful at-risk youth programs there is nationwide. I've taken a tour of the facility. I've watched the graduation. I've had many discussions with the students, the cadets. I've received letters of encouragement, letters of they're pledging success and their desire to succeed in life, and statements indicating that had it not been for the Sunburst Academy, they wouldn't be alive in many cases. Many of these students, these youthful kids were pre-delinquent, and in some cases were delinquent, drug offenders, etc., and they didn't have the opportunity to succeed. All of us know that nothing stops violence better than a job. Nothing stops violence better than an education. And what the Sunburst Academy does is it provides them with life skills, and it provides them with self-esteem, self-worth. It also provides them with an opportunity to have hope. And nothing could be better than having hope. And so our partnership, the collaboration, and the relationship that we have with the Sunburst Youth Academy is something that I'm truly proud of. I'm proud of the work that's done by Colonel Armstrong and the National Guard. All of the people in the National Guard It's an assignment that they volunteer for. It's a labor of love for them. It's something that they truly want to do because of the kids and the improvement. I'm also very proud of our relationship, our partnership with Justine Makoff, Pam Givens, Tay Collins. They are truly remarkable community members that give of themselves for the community. Everything they do, from fundraising to partnerships to sponsoring, is specifically to help our youth. And they're not only involved in this program, they're involved in other programs with the Los Angeles Police Department. And lastly, I'd like to say the most important component of this is the students, the cadets. They could have easily given up, but they didn't. They continuously try and strive to succeed. And their success is predicated upon our belief in them. And as long as we continue to believe in them and inspire and challenge them, they will succeed for all of us. So I'm thankful to be here, and I'm very, very thankful for our partnership.
Great, thank you. And Mr. Cedillo, we do have a couple speakers on the queue, but I think you've got something you're planning.
You know, these guys do this incredible riff, but they're all here from different platoons, so they're not ready for it. But I will tell you, I love these young men and women, and they are future leaders of our community. I'm very excited for their future. Once you see them out there, and they are just, it's hard to find people so enthusiastic about volunteering, cleaning up a neighborhood, doing the work that they do, but yet when you see these young men and women, future leaders of our community, you just fall in love with them. And so with that, I just want to thank all of you, young men and women, for that. You want to do one of your Huyas or one of your sunbursts? You want to do sunburst on 3 or what?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Sunburst!
There you go. Anyway,
Oh,
you've heard the voice of the future.
That's right.
Thank you so much, council members, for your attention. This is a great...
We do have a couple members on the queue that wish to speak as well. And before I turn it over to them, let me just say something to all of you involved in Sunburst and Councilmember Cedillo for doing this. Making a difference in a young person's life is so impactful and so dramatic and so rewarding, not only perhaps for yourselves, but for them. With the numbers, in fact, just came out this morning. It's $65,000 a year for incarceration for each individual that's put into our system. And when you think about turning one person's life around, not just economically, emotionally, what it does for a community, what it does for a family, the opportunity, it's not the primary responsibility, the first responsibility of law enforcement to effectuate an arrest. It's to prevent the crime from happening in the first place. And beyond what you're doing, beyond preventing a crime from happening and creating more victims, is you're giving a hand up. You're helping people, young people, to not only achieve their dreams, but have dreams in the first place they otherwise probably wouldn't have ever even imagined. It's living beyond their dreams. And so I thank all of you for giving so many this opportunity. We have a very similar program in my district as well that I'm really proud of. And when you see firsthand the effort that you put in, the little effort that it takes to turn a life around, and you see what the opportunity potential that has, it's a ripple effect on so many lives. So thank you for that. And with that, we have a number of members on the queue. I'll start off with Mitch O'Farrell.
Thank you, Mr. President. And thank you, cadets from Sunburst Academy. Thank you, Mr. Cedillo, for this presentation. I had the great blessing of having Sunburst Academy come to my district in August, and I spent a whole day with you all, and it was really a revelation. And if anyone needs to see how one person's life can be transformed through public service, and how through public service you can transcend all difficulties that you've been dealt with in life, the challenges, then Sunburst Academy is the organization to learn all about. And the resources and the improvements and the inspiration you brought to my district on that day has had a lasting effect. And I want to thank you all, especially the cadets, and the organization Sunburst Academy. It's a wonderful organization that is transforming lives through service. And that's the greatest gift that you can give Angelenos. And you're also transforming our neighborhoods for the better. When we had that particular day of service, constituents were coming out and thanking you, as they should, because they are reaping the direct benefits of your work and your volunteerism. It feels pretty good, doesn't it, to help transform a neighborhood? It helps with our own self-value and our own self-worth, and that's the lesson here. I also want to thank Olympic Division and Captain Palazzolo and Captain Malachi and Sergeant Adam Moore, who has taken a leadership role in this, and all of the great individuals with Olympic Division who helped make this happen. And your model and your partnership with Sunburst Academy is an example for the rest of the city. And I just can't say enough good things about what you do, and I look very forward to touring the Sunburst Academy site. And just know that you have a new fan and supporter in me, and anything that my office or I can do, we're going to be there for you. We're counting on you. You're our future, and we're going to support you all of the way. So congratulations, and may God bless you and your families. Thank you.
Councilmember Price.
Thank you, Mr. President. I actually wanted to thank Gil, first of all, for bringing this outstanding organization to the council today. Sunburst, they do such a tremendous job. We had the pleasure of benefiting on a number of occasions in the 9th District. And I would just differ slightly with my colleagues. I don't think you're future leaders. I think you're current leaders. And you're leading by example and really demonstrating how you can change your life and change the communities. You know, it is quite a scene to see you know, you marching 25 or 30 deep, 10 across, coming down the street before a cleanup activity begins. It's a real indication of the growth and development of you individually, and it does excite the community. It encourages, it inspires, and certainly it lets people know about a wonderful program that exists and young people who are taking advantage of it to change their lives. So I just want to thank not only the youth who are involved, but the adults who have a real unique role to play in and out of uniform in making sure that our young people know that we do care about them and that we do provide opportunities for them to grow and opportunities to serve our community. Keep up the good work. You are leaders today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Councilmember Buscaino.
Thank you, Mr. President. I had an opportunity as a senior lead to make numerous referrals to Sunburst. It is a program that works. It works well. You measure its effectiveness, and it's a successful program. Then Officer Adam Moore, who's here with us, when I was elected, told me you got to go out and visit and tour the site, which I did. And it was an incredible opportunity for me to see firsthand the impact that Sunburst had on the kids it serves. And we turn back on how we can to impact lives and to save lives. And we know for sure that Sunburst is doing just that. It's doing both. It's saving lives in a time where this last year in 2015 we saw a spike in homicides. Many of those homicides were impacted by gang crime, by gang homicides. And just to let you know that you know, you are saving lives, and we want to appreciate that. And our Southeast team really has had an impact, and the officers that are serving in Southeast have made numerous recommendations and referrals. And then Captain Tingrides, who's here with us, Commander Tingrides, thank you for leadership and supporting the program. And nowhere in this country are you going to find a relationship between the police department and our teams than here in Los Angeles. And we want to recognize the officers, the mentors, our military staff for embracing these kids, loving them, and showing them that they are loved to begin with. And we appreciate our folks who are here today, the teams who have been successful, and we are here to continue to support you. So thank you, Gil, for making this presentation, and Chief Villegas for continued support, and all the command staff from the police department here to support the program. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Harris Dawson.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair, and I want to thank the estimable member Gil Cedillo for bringing a great presentation this morning. I want to echo the comments of Council Members Price and Buscaino. You all are already leaders in your community today. We had just a few weeks ago a cleanup on Western Avenue. I remember some of you all from there. We chanted up and down that street. We walked those streets, and not only did we clean the streets, but people, young people that are standing in their yards or standing on the corner or walking to the park, they saw you. And they saw what they could become in you. And so I want to thank you for not just the work that you do, but the example that you're setting for your peers all throughout the city of Los Angeles. Thank you all so much.